Chosen one. November 1st isn't just another date on the calendar. It's the day the divine script flips. It's the moment heaven whispers, "Enough hiding. Enough waiting. It's time to reward you." In public. You've walked through storms that nobody saw. You smiled while bleeding spiritually. You prayed when it felt pointless. You stood tall while people whispered your name in sarcasm. Yet you never broke character. Because deep down, your soul knew the truth. You were being filmed by heaven, not forgotten by it. November 1st marks a turning of tides, a divine announcement that the same stage that humiliated you will soon honor you. The same platform that echoed your pain will now broadcast your promise. The same people who used your name as gossip will have to use it as gratitude. They thought the silence meant surrender. They thought the delay meant denial. But the silence was sacred. The delay was divine. Heaven was gathering receipts. Every tear, every betrayal, every lonely night you thought nobody noticed. It was all recorded in the divine archives. The day of divine reversal isn't just coming, it's already installing itself into your reality. You'll feel it in your bones before you see it with your eyes. Conversations will shift. Energy will flip. Where you once felt forgotten, you'll suddenly feel favored. Where doors slammed shut, you'll hear the locks click open. Because when heaven decides to showcase you, no human opinion can cancel the premiere. You didn't just survive the humiliation, you graduated from it. The pain was your prophecy in disguise. While they laughed, heaven documented. While they mocked, angels made notes. And now the report card is ready, stamped approved for public reward. November 1st is the cosmic confirmation that faith was never foolish, it was foundational. This is your public reversal moment where your endurance becomes evidence. Retention line. But here's the twist. The same mouths that mocked you will have to announce your blessings. The same eyes that rolled at your vision will witness your elevation. The same people who doubted your calling will quote your courage. Because chosen one, this is the day everything turns. And this time it turns in your favor. Chosen one to before heaven ever promotes, it purifies. Before it hands you the crown, it tests if your heart can hold the weight. Every misunderstanding you went through wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Every person who misjudged you was unknowingly participating in your training arc. They weren't blocking your path. They were building your proof. They called you crazy. They called your faith foolish. They said you were chasing fantasies while they were chasing followers. But what they didn't know is that heaven was documenting your loyalty in secret files labeled evidence for elevation. You weren't losing connections. You were losing contamination. You weren't isolated. You were insulated. The silence that scared you was actually a soundproof room where heaven could shape you without. When others were chasing applause, you were chasing purpose. When others were showing off, you were shutting down, not in weakness, but in wisdom. While they were uploading highlight reels, you were downloading humility. And now heaven's algorithm has decided it's time to push you to the top of the feed. See, divine reversals don't visit the loud, they visit the loyal. They don't come to those who clap back, they come to those who held back. Because silence in the face of false accusation is heaven's favorite language of trust. You endured the season where your prayers echoed back unanswered. You kept loving when you had every reason to hate. You stayed kind while being misunderstood, generous while being used, calm while being provoked. That's not weakness, that's qualification. Every time you wanted to scream your truth but stayed silent, heaven added another layer of oil to your anointing. The divine reversal only visits those who didn't retaliate when they were falsely accused. Because revenge is noise, but restraint is proof. So if you've been wondering why God stayed quiet while people dragged your name, it's because heaven doesn't interrupt lies. It replaces them with evidence. And the evidence is almost ready. You're about to see why the betrayal had to be public, so your blessing could be even louder. Stay calm, stay clean, stay chosen. Because the silence wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And when heaven promotes you next, the whole world will know exactly why. Chosen one. November 1st isn't random, it's reckoned. It's the date heaven circled long before you ever knew you'd need a miracle. This is the celestial turnover, the moment the scales of justice begin to tip. Not by man's decision, but by divine decree. Every prayer you whispered in pain, every night you cried in silence, every time you said, "I trust you, God," even when nothing made sense, all of it gets recorded. And this is the day those files get. November 1st carries the vibration of completion and exposure. It's the closing of one spiritual ledger and the opening of another. For the loyal, it's payout day. For the deceptive, it's audit day. This is when heaven recalculates the balance sheet of your destiny. Old karmic debts are cleared, false accusations are reversed, and everything that was withheld from you starts moving quickly, effortlessly, undeniably. You might have been seeing 111 or 1111 everywhere, on clocks, receipts, car plates, even random notifications. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Those numbers are heaven's tracking code, proof that your miracle delivery is in transit. It means synchronization is happening behind the scenes. Emails, opportunities, alignments. They're not late, they're landing right on time. Because divine timing never rushes, it releases. The prophetic vibration of November 1st opens a corridor of clarity. Hidden enemies get revealed. False contracts get canceled. Manipulated situations lose power. It's like a software update for your soul, one that deletes every glitch caused by betrayal and resets your purpose system. But here's the twist. Pause. Not everyone will celebrate your reversal, because your rise will expose their motives. Some people were comfortable when you were quiet, when you were doubting yourself, when you needed them. Now that heaven is about to reward you, they'll pretend to be confused. But don't take it personal. Exposure is part of elevation. On November 1st, heaven doesn't just give blessings. It reveals truth. The masks fall off, the energy shifts. What once seemed delayed suddenly accelerates. You'll notice divine patterns. Random messages confirming what your spirit already knows. Your name is entering rooms you haven't stepped into yet. Your favor is being discussed in places your feet haven't reached. So when the clock hits 11:11 on November 1st, stop, breathe, and whisper, "I receive." Because that's the moment the reversal stamp hits your destiny file. Heaven is not preparing to bless you. Heaven is announcing you. Chosen one. Remember the ones who laughed when you lost? The ones who said, "See?" Their faith didn't work. They rolled their eyes at your hope, mocked your patience, and whispered your name like it was a punchline. But heaven heard every word, and instead of clapping back with noise, it started writing a comeback with proof. Heaven doesn't argue. Heaven doesn't gossip. Heaven demonstrates. It claps back with results. Right now, behind the veil of what looks like ordinary days, doors are unlocking with your name carved on them. Rooms that once rejected you are rehearsing your re-entry speech. Tables you were excluded from are being rearranged, with a chair reserved in your honor. You don't have to explain yourself anymore. Your blessings will speak in a language that even your doubters will understand. Evidence. Because when God promotes you, explanations become unnecessary. Presence becomes proof. Soon, people who once said they'll never recover will whisper, "How did they do that?" They'll scroll through your success like detectives, trying to find the secret ingredient, never realizing the secret was simple. You stayed pure when it was easier to be petty. They mocked you for being too kind, too forgiving, too patient. They thought grace made you weak, but grace was your superpower, the shield that kept your heart soft enough for heaven to still work through. Now divine reversal flips the script. The same mouths that cursed you will be forced to bless you. The same eyes that rolled will be widened in disbelief. Because the stage that once displayed your downfall has been rebuilt to broadcast your deliverance. And here's what's wild. Your miracle won't just silence mockers, it will convert them. Your resilience will become their revelation. Your restoration will become their reminder that heaven never forgets loyalty. Divine reversal doesn't prove you were right. It proves heaven was with you. It's not about revenge. It's about revelation. It's God saying, "See? I told you this one was mine." So when your elevation begins and they come back with nervous smiles or half-hearted congratulations, just smile back. Don't say, "I told you so." Say, "Thank you for watching the trailer. The full movie just began." Because your story isn't payback. It's proof back. Proof that faith works. Proof that silence speaks. Proof that when heaven takes your side, even your enemies become unpaid promoters. Chosen one, your audience is already seated. The lights are dimming, and the miracle they mocked is about to premiere. Chosen one, the universe is about to flip the narrative. Every no you ever heard was never rejection. It was a sacred seed being planted for your public yes. You were the underdog, the scapegoat, the misunderstood one in every story. They pointed fingers while heaven was writing footnotes, because every accusation became part of the evidence for your eventual vindication. The same crowd that laughed when you lost will soon whisper, "How did they survive that?" What they don't realize is, you didn't survive it. Heaven carried you through it. Every tear you shed watered your future crown. Every door slammed shut was heaven rerouting you to one that opened automatically. While they thought you were being punished, you were actually being positioned. This is the shift from humiliation to honor. It's not subtle. It's not silent. It's the kind of reversal that makes people remember your name for the right reasons. The same places that gossiped about your fall will now quote your wisdom. The same people who ignored your messages will now screenshot your miracles. Because when heaven lifts you, it lifts you in plain sight. Every hidden effort, every humble act, every quiet prayer becomes a megaphone for glory. You see, humiliation was never about shame. It was about shaping. God allowed you to be misread so he could rewrite the story without your interference. You were not being embarrassed, you were being edited, and now the final version is ready to publish. When this shift happens, don't be shocked if people act confused. Some will try to rewrite history, pretending they were always on your side, but you'll know who's genuine by who celebrates you without envy. But this isn't revenge, it's revelation. Heaven isn't trying to humiliate your enemies. It's trying to vindicate your name. Because God doesn't win by destroying people. He wins by displaying purpose. He makes the story so beautiful that even your haters have to admit it's divine. So, chosen one, when people ask, "How did you survive all that?" Smile and say, "I didn't. I was carried." Because grace was your invisible armor the whole time. November 1st is your turn in the spotlight. Humiliation expires, honor begins. The same energy that once crushed you will now crown you. Stay humble, stay radiant, because heaven isn't giving you attention, it's giving you recognition. Chosen one, the moment your reversal begins, the atmosphere changes. Quietly at first, then unmistakably. It's not drama, it's design. Heaven always leaves signatures, little markers that whisper, the shift has started. You'll know it's happening when the unfamiliar starts feeling familiar. Peace where panic used to live, clarity where confusion once ruled. 1. The people who ignored you suddenly need your insight. Those who once scrolled past your messages will now quote your wisdom. They'll come back not to apologize, but to understand how you stayed standing. You won't owe them explanations. Your glow will do the talking. 2 closed doors start reopening, this time with honor. The same places that dismissed you now greet you with respect. Opportunities that once said, maybe later, will chase you down with, we need you now. Because heaven never forgets where you were once denied. It just waits until the timing turns divine. 3. You sense peace where you once felt panic. Your mind stops wrestling. Your spirit exhales. You realize you don't need control to feel safe anymore because you finally trust the scriptwriter. Peace is the first proof of promotion. 4. Money begins flowing without struggle. You'll notice transactions that align without pressure, clients returning, unexpected refunds, contracts that fit your purpose perfectly. It's not luck, it's liquid favor. Because when your assignment is real, provision becomes automatic. 5. You feel lighter, even before anything changes, physically. That's your frequency recalibrating to heaven's rhythm. The unseen is rearranging itself to match what heaven already promised. Your soul is sinking with success before the evidence arrives. These are not coincidences. They're confirmations. They're divine breadcrumbs leading you toward the miracle scene already written for you. When these signs start appearing, don't question them. Document them. Every confirmation is a love note from heaven saying, "See, I told you I'd make it right." And here's the secret. The signs will come small at first. A random message that warms your heart. A stranger complimenting your spirit. An old wound that suddenly stops hurting. These are gentle taps on your destiny's shoulder. Then suddenly the momentum explodes. Fast approvals, unexpected calls, sudden opportunities, divine alignments stacking one after another. That's when you'll know the reversal is no longer spiritual. It's visible. The unseen is rearranging itself to match what heaven already promised. Everything you lost track of is finding its way home. Everything that looked delayed was simply in divine shipping. And now, your delivery truck just pulled up. Chosen one, this is not the end of your waiting. It's the beginning of your witnessing. You're not chasing signs anymore. You are the sign. Chosen one. November 1st is not just a date, it's a divine announcement. It's the day your name gets cleared, not privately but publicly. The same platforms that mocked you are about to magnify you. Every rumor, every whisper, every lie that tried to stain your name is about to collapse under the weight of truth. You see, God doesn't just restore reputations, He resurrects them. And this is the season where heaven takes your story from hidden pain to public proof. This is why you couldn't defend yourself. Heaven silenced you because it wanted the story to be undeniable. If you had clapped back, they would have called it coincidence. But now, when it happens, even your critics will have to admit that had to be God. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared for public presentation. You weren't disqualified. You were being displayed. Every delay was heaven polishing your name for re-release. They said you changed. They said you weren't the same anymore. And you know what? They're right. But what they don't realize is you transformed. You didn't switch sides. You switched dimensions. You outgrew their frequency. You leveled up to an energy they can't comprehend. While they were rehearsing gossip, you were rehearsing grace. While they were plotting against you, you were praying for peace. And now heaven is stepping in to announce you, the version that survived the fire without bitterness. Your name is being whispered in rooms that once erased it. Your image is being redeemed in conversations that once distorted it. Heaven's PR team is working overtime, and this time every headline will heal you instead of hurt you. Don't be shocked when invitations start flowing in. When people you haven't spoken to in years suddenly reach out. They're not coming because they miss you. They're coming because your light finally hit their timeline. Retention twist. But don't chase the crowd that once rejected you. Heaven already replaced them with those who will respect you. The ones meant to go with you will recognize you. The ones who can't handle your new frequency will remove themselves. Let them. Because new names attract new nations. The crowd that once laughed will learn. The tribe that's been waiting will rise. And your assignment will finally meet its audience. Chosen one. The day of revelation is here. November 1st isn't about fame, it's about fulfillment. Heaven's spotlight is not for ego, it's for evidence. You were never meant to beg for recognition, you were built to embody it. This is the day heaven reveals your name, not to make you popular, but to make God undeniable. Chosen one, the waiting season is over. You've graduated from the valley of silence to the mountain of visibility. Every prayer you whispered when nobody clapped is about to echo back as confirmation. This is the start of your reward era. Heaven's system doesn't pay in cash. It pays in confirmation. And your obedience, your patience, your hidden endurance, they've all built up divine interest. Now your life is ready to cash the spiritual check that heaven already signed. You're stepping into what I call the public reward era. Contracts, confirmations, and connections are aligning in divine order. Emails you thought were forgotten will suddenly reply. Ideas you once buried will start breathing again, and people you lost contact with will return. This time, In alignment, not confusion. Your presence will start to feel different, lighter, bolder, more magnetic. That's not arrogance, that's activation. Because your frequency just upgraded. Heaven doesn't reward the loud, it rewards the loyal. It rewards the ones who stayed faithful while others were faking it. It rewards the ones who kept building in the dark when nobody said, "Good job." And that's you. You stayed loyal through silence. You didn't need validation. You needed vision. So don't be surprised if things start accelerating fast. Blessings won't knock politely. They'll walk right in. You'll look around and realize the people, places, and promises you once begged for are now begging for you. Because when heaven opens the vault, everything you thought you lost returns multiplied. Promise. Before this week ends, something undeniable will confirm this prophecy. A sign so precise you won't question if it's for you. You'll just smile and whisper, "It's finally my turn." The waiting is over. The reward has begun. And this time, it's public. Chosen one. This isn't karma, it's correction. Heaven doesn't retaliate, it rebalances. The scales that once seemed broken are tipping back into divine order. Every tear you shed has now been entered as evidence. Every rejection you faced has been rewritten as revelation. What once broke you is now the testimony that will build you. Heaven saw the nights you collapsed quietly, the days you smiled through betrayal, the moments you wanted to give up but whispered, "I still trust you." Those whispers were not ignored. They were recorded. And now the court of heaven is delivering its verdict. Case closed, favor granted. You were never chosen to suffer endlessly. You were chosen to show the world what divine justice looks like in human form. You are the living proof that purity is still powerful, that grace still wins, that light still outlasts every shadow. So when the reversal happens, and it will, don't gloat. Don't post out of pride or speak out of spite. Just smile, stay silent, and shine. Because the same world that doubted you will now study you. They'll replay your story frame by frame, trying to understand how the same person they mocked became the miracle they can't explain. They'll call it luck, timing, coincidence. But you'll know better. It wasn't luck. It was law, the divine law of balance finally catching up. November 1st, the day of divine reversal. You are no longer waiting for validation. You are the validation. You are the prophecy fulfilled, the answered prayer walking in human form. Everything that once felt unfair will now unfold with precision. Everything stolen will return upgraded. Music swells. Cosmic choir joins. Gold light floods the horizon. This is not about proving your worth. It's about revealing His wisdom. Heaven didn't set you apart to punish you. It set you apart to present you. Because when light stands next to darkness, it doesn't argue, it simply reveals. And that's what's happening now. So hold your head high, not in arrogance, but in awareness. You survived what was designed to silence you, and now your life is the loudest sermon of all. Justice isn't coming, it's here, and its name is written across your timeline. Comment, "I'm inside my divine reversal era," if you're claiming this prophecy. Like this video, share it with another chosen one, and subscribe, because the next prophecy reveals November 3rd, the 3 days after the reversal, when heaven starts delivering in public.